Hi everybody, welcome to Jen Joy Crafts. Today we are going to be making a super simple spring garland. And I think you guys are gonna love this one because it's going to be in a royal blue color, which is totally different than your normal spring colors. And I think you guys are just gonna absolutely love it. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you give me a thumbs up on the video. All right guys, let's get started.
Here we have a plaid kitchen towel that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. This plaid kitchen towel we'll be using to place on the bunny wood cutouts that you see pictured here. The adorable little bunny at the bottom of this towel will be used on a separate craft that I'll also be showing you in this video. I also picked up these adorable little carrots from Hobby Lobby. There's 8 in a pack and they're made out of foam and fabric. And then the wood piece that you see here is a piece of flat craft wood. It's 5x6 and I picked this up at Hobby Lobby and I believe they came in a pack of 4 or 5. So here are what the carrots look like out of the package. I just think they are so cute. I love royal blue. It's one of my favorite colors. So with the kitchen towel, we're going to flip it over. And we're going to start tracing our bunny pieces. Now with these bunny pieces, the way that you want them facing on your garland is going to determine how you trace them. So if you want them facing to the right on your garland, you're going to want to trace them facing to the left. And so I'm tracing them with a pen. I tried a pencil and that just didn't put a dark enough mark for me to be able to cut it. So you just trace your bunnies, and the bunnies and the carrots are going to be what is going on the garland. Be sure when you're tracing your bunnies that you are staying away from the bunny picture that is on the towel, because I am going to be using that for a separate craft that you will see in this video. After you're done tracing your bunnies, go ahead and cut them out. Okay, so after you have cut out all your bunny pieces, you're going to use this matte Mod Podge. And what I did is I brushed it on really good onto the bunny, and then I stuck the piece of fabric on there, got it lined up really good, pressed it down really good, and then I just gave it time to dry. Once it was dried, I went back over the bunny with more Mod Podge. I let that dry again, and then I cut off any frayed pieces that were around the bunny. Putting the Mod Podge on top of the bunny is going to help the fabric from continuing to fray. Okay, so I wanted to switch over and just show you how the craft with the bunny picture came out. So what I did is I cut it out and I glued it onto that piece of craft wood. And I did the same technique. I put it on with Mod Podge, let that dry, then I Mod Podged on top of it. And then I took this pearl wrap that I purchased from the Dollar Tree and used Mod Podge to attach it around the edges, which that did take some time to dry to get that to stick on. And then I needed to put something on the back to get it to stand. So Dollar Tree has this little tower game that comes with these little tiny wood pieces, and they're perfect to go on the back of something like this. So to attach it, I just used a little bit of wood glue and then let that dry, and then it was able to stand up, and I'm going to be using it in a centerpiece, and I will show you that centerpiece at the end of the video. All right, so back to working on our garland. Now it's time to thread on our carrots and bunnies onto our twine. To get the twine ready to go through the needle, I did have to put some Mod Podge on the tip of the twine, kind of squish it and let it dry, and then it was much easier to thread through the needle. The carrots that I purchased, I did have to make a hole for the needle to go through. So I took a pair of tweezers I had and put a hole all the way through the carrot, This was pretty easy to do because the carrots are made out of styrofoam and fabric. When threading the bunnies, I did have to cut a little bit of a bigger hole when I tried to thread the twine through. Because the fabric was Mod Podged onto the wood, the fabric was stiff and I needed a little extra help just to be able to get that needle through the fabric. When I did that, it pulled the fabric up from the wood ear just a little bit. You can always Mod Podge it back down when you're done. I did not, however, it just laid back down because the fabric was stiff with the Mod Podge. And you just thread on as many carrots and bunnies as you want to use. You have 8 carrots to work with as well as 8 bunnies to work with. My garland, I used 4 bunnies and 4 carrots, and my garland came out to be about 48 inches. Make sure when you cut your twine that you're leaving plenty of extra twine on each ends of the garland so you have the twine to hang up your garland with. And the best way to really show you how this turned out is to really show you where I hung it up at and to see how it looked there. So let's go take a look. Here's how the garland turned out. I am so happy with it. I think it is just the cutest, and I ended up attaching it to the back of my kitchen island. And here is the little bunny sign I made. This is in the middle of my kitchen table, and you can see I had some leftover carrots, so those are in there. And then the ceramic egg and the little birdie came from Hobby Lobby. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.